Tokido. This is Tokido versus MOV, right? Yeah, I wanted to watch this one. Oh, whoops. This scene.
We are getting the thumbs up here.
Thumbs up. Crossing the streams. I knew these two were those guys. They were one of those. Crossing the streams. They seem like the type.
We don't sleep. For a chance to win an auto-qualified tournament. Qualifies for that last spot in tomorrow's top 8, which is the Asia Regional Final. So they're going to join 7 players that already qualified on the leaderboard. Yeah,
late season Kazunoko is scary, but people forget that Kazunoko got 3rd place at Capcom Cup last year. Then he got 3rd place at EVO this year, and he's been consistent in the big tournaments that matter. So I don't think you should just be afraid of late game Kazunoko. I think you should just be afraid of Kazunoko. Man, wake up 3 frame from MOV. He likes to do that a lot. I think MOV really pushes his luck on wake up 3 frame. Jesus Christ. And also wake up spinning bird. Stun. It's a brutal round.
Is there anyone on the circuit that can stop the rampage that is Tokido?
Definitely on the circuit here today, maybe not.
Bananas.
But tomorrow, we'll see. If he qualifies today and then he wins tomorrow, I think that's
Akuma's fireball, I think, is one of the best moves in the game. It's so useful in so many ways, but it's the only fireball that you don't have to spend meter on that gives you positioning from just a quarter circle. Like, Guile has V-skill boom, but that's so much more setup. His fireball is so good. The other Shotos wish they had his fireball.
I think that's definite proof that he is the top 8.
This is one of the best buffers in the entire game, by the way. Yeah. That slide was like barely... Oh, he went for a roundhouse, okay. Barely in range. Standing medium kick buffer from Tokido is one of the best buffers in the game. It's 5 frames and it moves you forward. It, like, you teleport into the range you want to be. One of the best buttons for sure. Nice, hit confirm. Why is Akuma's fireball so much better than Ryu and Ken's? The startup and recovery on it's great, but the better part is that it knocks down up close. So if you hit the fireball at a close range, it knocks down, which gives you more screen space and positioning. If you land a fireball with Ryu or Ken, it's just a fireball. You get a little bit of damage, that's it, right? But when you land with Akuma, it's super important. You get a knockdown, you can move forward, you get more screen space. It's also useful in his combos. That's the risk of the buffer, right? That's the risk of buffering standing medium kick. He got him out of the air, so he gets to land and punish. It was a good punish, too.
Yeah, Tokido has a very different style of Akuma from the other people. His spacing, his neutral, he's always right out of range. Very comfortable with Akuma's buttons. That's what you get for playing this.
Man, there's been a couple of reversal uppercuts already from him. Also, max distance low forward is tough to deal with. Yeah, he gets uppercut here. I love the immediate uppercut and no dash, because it wastes as little V-trigger time as possible. Interesting. These two must play each other. They must play each other a decent amount, because he could have done nice tech. Wow. That was incredible resolve to hit the jab there. When someone's going to walk in your face like that, right here, it's so scary to challenge with a button and not throw tech. Yeah, the fact that he anti-aired that jump forward while he was in V-trigger is crazy, because you expect him to do... yeah. You expect him to do the air fireball, which would have beat that.
Clean game 1 for Tokido.
These two have faced off in numerous games throughout the years. They find themselves here in 2017. Asia regional finals.
Yeah, and they're definitely both fighting for very different reasons. Tokido already way qualified for Capcom Cup.
This is a really classic strategy with character like Chun. So Chun-Li is kind of the king, or queen, I guess. Chun-Li is the queen of hitting that far-ranging button and playing the preemptive style. Her normals are so good that she gets to hit buttons from far away and sort of make you deal with it. And this is a great example. He starts with roundhouse. Roundhouse beats a lot of grounded buttons, but it also beats jump. And then afterwards, he immediately whiffs a down jab. And the whiff on the down jab is a really common kind of choice from people who have buttons that reach really far. So what players with really long buttons will do is like they'll stick out their roundhouse, which like, you know, the angle is like boom. And then afterwards they whiff a down jab. And the reason they whiff a down jab is because they're hoping that Tokido sees the movement and he's like, oh, that's another roundhouse. And then he tries to whiff punish it. And then he'll stick out a button and then he'll be like, ah, yeah, you missed the button. And then he'll hit his fierce, right? So that's kind of how it goes, right? So he's looking to beat whatever he did earlier and then he can just whiff punish it, right? That's how you do it. That's what the whiff jab is so important for. So roundhouse, whiff jab makes you think that it's another button and then he hits a button for it. And then he gets that. And then he can walk up fierce, and fierce is another one of those just do it buttons. It feels so good. Counter hit combo, nice. Jeez, that's not easy to do. That's a very difficult counter hit combo. Even you can do it on late hit too. It doesn't have to be counter hit, but you need to space it like superbly well. See, there it is. Roundhouse whip down jab. What a jump. It does check dashes as well. But I think that's likely not going to happen here. Oh, he stuck out the fierce. This might be death. Oh, he gets out. Okay. What a dash. No, no punish. This might actually spell the end. If he gets meated here, he dies. Just goes for the safe throw. Nice. It floated him over the fireball. He would have probably landed on it if he didn't. Media throw, jump. The fireball's right there. Yeah, he has to be careful. That's a good choice. Wow, he walked forward. That's probably the thing that Tokido is the best at, is close range footsies. This range right here is near impossible to play footsies consistently at, right? Like, you have to be super comfortable with your character and all your choices and also what your opponent can do. Because to block a button like that and then walk forward and like be comfortable in this range is incredibly difficult. If anybody has ever tried this, they'll tell you the same thing. And he can hit confirm that low forward. He can cancel it really late. I think that's something that Sako is also extremely good at. Punk is really good at that too. You know what's funny is many people are talking about Tokido winning Capcom Cup and how good he is and stuff like that. For context, for history, last year before Capcom Cup, many people said that Tokido would win because he had gotten such good results like everywhere. He won Seam last year, if you guys don't remember. He won Seam. He beat Momochi. Everybody was like, damn, Tokido is like ridiculous. And then he went 0-2 at Capcom Cup. Right? So it's interesting to think about how history has sort of repeated itself. That was a beautiful interruption. It's a lot of knowledge because this combo only works on counter hit. So when you interrupt this, you actually can hit him grounded. He doesn't get hit out of the air like you would expect. Counter hit down jab, counter hit fierce combos off of it, and he gets the full combo. That's like a brilliant response. You have to be really aware of what your opponent can do. Walk under, yep.
But it actually does not activate the hitbox until it touches the ground. When his hand touches the pavement, then the hitbox is activated. So very nice interruption from MOV. A lot of players not aware of that and punishing it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to remember how young the game is, right? Oh, good challenge. Jeez, 5-framer. He went for a double down fierce. Got him. What a hit confirm. Jesus.
So much of this game is dependent on whether or not you can hit confirm off of your mediums, normals. Launches into there. Very nice.
Damn, his hair is in his mouth. You got to get that out of your mouth, bro. That's gross.
Without any resources.
Damn, he delayed it slightly. I think he caught him hitting probably jab. Notice that every time Tokido jumps, he always walks under.
Perfectly spaced.
I think most games are always a little uglier when they first start. Yeah, I'm surprised he challenged that. One more for stun, instant overhead. Yep. He's not dead, right? Even with the X legs? Oh shit, that did a lot of damage. This situation is very unfortunate. You actually, if you're Tokido, you wish that this legs would stun you. Because the fact that it didn't mean that he died on the 50-50. You have to guess between instant overhead or low. And he got counter hit, so he tried something.
Switches sides. Spends a 1 bar here. Should take it. Tokido not using
Yeah, people are better at fighting games now, so generally it's gonna look a little better. I gotta get some water. I'll tell you guys the secret. If you wanna really be better about your life, you have to thank people who support you, like My Magic Grill, who is subscribed to the channel with Twitch Prime. Thanks very much for the subscription. If you guys really want to better your life, you need to get a thermos of some kind, because I end up drinking much more water. I realize I drink about maybe 2 liters of water a day. And I get to measure it easier because of this. It makes it a lot more helpful. You got to take care of your throat, you know? And drink a lot of water. It's very important for you. I should probably drink even more water than I do. But yeah, you should drink it. All I drink is coffee in the morning and then water the rest of the day.
Anecdote for these very two players. It was 25th anniversary in the
Throat game. You got to take care of your voice. When you talk 7 days a week for a living, it is very important to take care of your throat.
I was talking to MOV. He said, "I'm about to body Tokido." And he
That was a great punish until he missed the charge, but good job. He didn't sacrifice his damage by going for jab bird or something.
Street Fighter 5 in 2017, it's Tokido that is the more dominant one. He's just been on a tear.
This is Tokido's game.
Definitely. There's something that
Neutral jump setup. You are more advantageous depending on how your opponent will rise from the setup. So he quick rises, which means Tokido lands a little higher on the body. If he back rolls, he gains a couple of extra frames of advantage on the jumping fears.
happened in season 2 that switched it on. Certainly his own practice regimen and his own philosophy, and of course that nice little block for
Air fireball approach. Interesting. Counter hit confirm.
sort of came together.
And the CA at the end too. That was really good of him to recognize the range he was at and go for standing strong. You hear that snake sound in the background? Down jab, counter hit, down strong. Take the standing strong off counter hit, fireball, uppercut, killed him.
And he's really at his Street Fighter peak right now.
Seam stream doesn't start for a while. I think it's 11 or no, 1 p.m. Eastern or something. 6 p.m. PST. Wow, that's earlier than I thought. He could have optimized better than that, but it worked out.
Go to in the mid-screen crumple, you get a nice corner push and build up that meter.
Yeah, wake up down shorts 3 frames. Have a link to the bracket? No, I couldn't find it anywhere, so I'm gonna make my own. Oh no. This is actually very surprising to me that Tokido let this happen. Because after you block, or after you eat a throw from Chun-Li, here's what you should be doing on defense. You should be waiting to see if there's a dash, and if there is a dash, you should hit your 3-frame button. She's neutral here. So if you have a 3-frame button, you can trade with her. Right, so if she dashes here, you have to be careful of that. I think the reason this worked is because earlier he did a crush counter roundhouse after throw, so yeah. That's probably why. Oh, maybe miss input, stun.
And stun.
Tokido's going for some sort of fancy punish, right? He's like, oh, let me try and get a red
Yep.
fireball punish here, but no. MOV moves forward with that. And now
Tokido played a little bit of Kuma in Tekken 7 when he first came out, actually. He used to play Tekken. I don't know if you guys know. Yeah, try to jump in after. Probably expected MOV to counter poke since it was negative. Counter hit confirmed. Takes medium Tatsu. You have to take medium Tatsu there, I think. You can't do anything else because of... Oh, shit. We got real crazy here for a second. Ah, that's an interesting setup. Man, that was really good. Check this out. After spinning bird here, this is an old trick. You don't see this too often nowadays in Street Fighter 5. This used to happen quite a bit in Street Fighter 4. Check this out. You see this back medium punch? So notice where Chun-Li is before this back medium punch, right? She's point blank. She's directly in front of Akuma. Just look at where her legs and body are here, right? She's directly in front of Akuma, right? So notice after this forward medium punch where her body ends up. See that? Her body switches positions. It pulls her backwards, right? After the whipped back medium punch. And so when he tries to throw, you get a punish because you're further away. See that? So he baits Tokido, and then that puts him in a position where he can do this combo into the EX fireball, down medium kick, bird, and that is a stun. See that?
Oh boy. Gonna get a combo extender up.
So that's an old trick that used to be very popular. Like Yun could do this with his standing jab in Street Fighter 4. There's a lot of characters could do this, right? You whiff back strong, and it pulls you back out of his throw range. He pulls you further back.
Oh boy, gonna get a combo extender up there.
See that?
This is not going to kill, but MOV in a great position.
And this time, yeah, he backdashed again.
Now is my time. Now I got to play a little bit more defensive. He's already lost a round to...
Yeah, Tokido played KI for a little bit.
Once Tokido activates...
Oh, he tried anti-air roundhouse.
Forward fierce. Activate. Okay.
Air fireball. Yeah, V reversal was a good choice. It could be dangerous. Oh, he's dead. That was the risk we talked about earlier when he tried the anti-air.
Oh no.
Oh no. This is the risk we tried to talk about earlier when we were talking about anti-airing, right? This is why it's dangerous to try standing like kick anti-air.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think Sonic Fox is probably one. If he's not the best Marvel player, he's like right there. Yeah, Tokido played KI for a little bit. Oh no.
Came down with that overhead chop. He could have punished the player.
Yeah, watching Sanko, there's such a rock here.
Sonic Fox gets competition in NRS. Have you watched? Maybe not the NRS finals, the IPS finals, but there are tournaments that he's been sent to losers and stuff. Samij and him always have very close sets. But it depends on whether you actually watch Injustice or not. Right, that's a good point. If you don't, then maybe you think it's always a blowout. Damn, damn, damn. Ziyuna, yeah, I like these two together. They're funny together.
Trade and timely jump in for Tokido.
I don't know. Justin looked sloppy last night. Since Evo, yeah, he has been mauling since Evo, but he is definitely not always one. Ah, okay. Tokido switched it up. He's seen enough of this corner shit. He's like, look, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this shit. He has an option select, actually, that will demon flip if his opponent like blocks or doesn't throw him early, and then will tech if he if your opponent tries to throw tech. It's a really interesting option select. Yeah, he has a teleport. It's not very strong in this game compared to how it used to be. Wow, 3 jumps in a row. That's the power of a character like Akuma and V-Trigger. Oh, too early on the throw. Yeah, he was too early. He still had frame advantage. Right? This is a rare scenario. He is so plus that you can't throw Chun-Li because she's still in block stun. She hasn't recovered from the fireball, and he actually eats. He tried to throw again. He gets counter hit for it.
Aye, and has to burn all his meter to
Definitely
win
worth
this
it.
round.
Yeah, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
41 hits.
Damn, look at his ugly face.
Sending Simba to the sky.
Simba. Hey, what happened to the layout at the top there? Oh, it faded back in? Alright. Tokido versus Xiaohai? No, we haven't watched that yet. We watched Tokido versus Itabashi and Chuan versus XYZZY. Uppercut. There we go. Tokido misses those a lot. Crush counter. I guess you want to take that combo. He could have done a little bit better, but I don't know if he recognized it in time. Throw. Yeah, he went for the meaty. Ah, stun. You can back throw.
Bananas on your head. Tokido's banana on your face right now.
You know, MJ fan, that's a great question. I don't know. Man, EX Demon Flip is a good move. Probably one of the most difficult to deal with moves in the game.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the best EX moves in the game right here. Goes for the air target combo.
Yeah, there's much better combos. He just did it because he knew it was gonna kill. Running away so the gray life will come back. Staggered throw. I don't know why he's letting that happen. Yeah, there it is. That's what he's afraid of. But still, I'm surprised. If you can react to the dash, I feel like.
Oh boy.
Counter hit. Surprised he took EX Tatsu as opposed to the setup, but I guess he was already committed to double down strong. Yeah, he's dead.
Definitely Tokido.
The air approach is too difficult for MOV to consistently deal with, huh? It's so difficult. There's not a lot you have there. Z was actually really good at Street Fighter 4, yeah. He was a strong player, really. Her dash is 15, right? But I feel like if you're sitting there looking for dash or non-dash after throw, you could see it. But maybe he doesn't even want to try. I don't know. He played Geef. His Geef was very good. Maybe he didn't even want to try. He didn't even want to take the risk, right? He's like, fuck the risk. We're just going to chill and let this happen. That was winners, right?